Hunger. Alright, so let's place you down then. There we go. Perfect. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that tree. That is actually a really badass tree. And it has a lot of saplings to it. They're not saplings, a lot of logs to it too. One thing I gotta remember is to save at least one sapling so that I can keep a production going, because I'm not gonna wait here for all the saplings to despawn, but you know what I mean? That means that I'm gonna come at a loss of saplings. I just need to make sure that I don't lose every single sapling that I have. Otherwise I have to go all the way back to that other island that I found and get saplings from trees there, and God knows, I do not want to go there. It's like 5 to 10 minutes away. It's like, that's a damper on the day if I ever have to go back there. Alrighty, look at that. Wow, pretty sure that's more than the amount that we had from earlier. It's not bad. Alrighty, here we go. By the end of this episode, I just want to finish the frame of my house. That's going to be my... That is one derptastic looking... I'm going to keep doing this, just make the most derpy looking tree. There we go. Wow, I think that wins the prize for stupidest looking tree. Alright, here we go. So let's cut this out then. And we're going to bring all the wood that we just got back to my island, and hopefully we'll get the frame done for the house. Maybe even the secondary part of the house, where you guys know is going to be where my old house is. That's going to be like a little secondary extension, I guess you could say. And I kind of like this. I should just make a tree farm on this other island here. I think that's probably going to be the best idea. I used to have a little Minecraft adventure map I used to play, or sorry, survival map I used to play on. I didn't film it at all. It was about a year and a half ago. I just kind of did it for my own fun. And on it, one of the biggest, like, I guess you could say the biggest attributes about it, like one that made it like so special, was that I had like a fully functioning tree farm. And I'm talking about like it had like 2 different types of trees, because back then you only had the Arctic trees and the regular trees. So it had both the types of trees that there were, and it maybe had 100 trees planted on the ground, completely flattened area. It took me like probably like an hour and a half to build, and it was incredible because completely flat. The amount of space it took up was amazing. And whenever I just cut down a tree, I just plant a sapling, and by the time I needed more wood, it would have already regrown. So it's pretty much like a GG moment right there. It's like you pretty much got the game by the balls, I guess you could say. Alrighty, so let's put our wood here. Yeah, that is a lot of wood. That's what I'm talking about. This amount of wood should be able to help me build the frame of my house completely up. And let's see. Do I want to build a roof necessarily yet? Yeah, I'll just build a roof probably soon. Give me that wood. There's no time to waste wood like that. Perfect. Oh my god, if this is not enough to build the frame of my house, that is bad. Jeez, I have bad habits here. You know what? I always start projects, and then whenever something goes wrong, I always just move on to the next one and never fix it up. So next episode, I'm going to build this just so that it's a functioning house. You know, it's going to have a roof, everything like that, so that at least we finished a project for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and on the next episode, I don't know if I'm going to do both. I'm definitely going to finish up the mob spawner. That's going to be #1 goal. And if I feel like it, I'm probably going to go and finish up the minecart system as well, because that's in dire need of fixing if mobs are just going to keep spawning on it. Here we go, so let's get this right here. Jeez, you never realize it. Expanding a house even just 1 block really does make a world of difference in terms of how much wood you have to add. Because that 1 block out ended up adding on probably an additional, I want to say, 30 blocks of wood, maybe? Not 30 blocks. It added on additional maybe like 20 blocks of wood, though, reasonably speaking. Probably about that. Oh, God. Yeah, we're running low. We're going to need to finish up this ceiling here. And come to think of it, this actually looks really ugly, having this here. So you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to cover it up like this. And then I'm going to build ladders that go down a little bit to it. And then, yeah, I'm going to build a ladder on the side of it right there. And then what I'm going to do from there is build trap doors. That's what I'm going to do to finish off. I'm going to build a trap door that goes down there. And that's going to hopefully not get in the way of things. Either that, or I can build the entrance over there into the, yeah, you know, I should build the entrance in the other room. So I'm just going to leave that open for now, but I'm going to make it look more aesthetically appealing later on. Just going to have it open for... My God. Got trapped in my own hole. And it's funny, too, because I was talking about it, and I wasn't, like, processing where it currently was. I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to keep talking and walking near the hole and not think about the fact that I might fall into it. Alright, there we go. Come on, come on. Yeah, we're going to have enough. Just barely, though. Jeez, you never realize how much wood you waste on building a house. But hey, at least we have something here. It's a wood... It's definitely a house. It's not the nicest, but it's definitely a functioning house. So let's just take a look from the outside. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's a house. It functions, right? The only thing I guess it's missing now is I'm going to have to move the minecart track here. And what I'm going to do is, once I extend it over there, you're going to see, with the extension, it's going to look really awesome. And then I'm going to build some height to it as well. And, you know what, actually, I might just build it out and not make an extension, make that all one floor. You know what, actually, that sounds like a really good idea. So, just so I can lay the groundwork out for this thing, this is going to be the size of my new house. Let me just look at it from a distance. Is that really going to be... Is that going to be that nice from the outside? Do I need to make it more? Nah, you know what? That's probably going to be about there. If I decide, I might make it a little bit longer out. But that's going to be it right there. That's probably... Just put the floor down so I know for a fact this is the area that I'm going to build it in. And yeah, so GG then. That's going to be the new length of our house. It's coming somewhere. You got to admit, it's definitely making progress. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe and check out my other content. And stay tuned for more in the future. Also, guys, be sure to like this video. I want to try and get this one to 250 likes again. That's going to be my goal on every single part of Islandcraft and Sphere Survival. And just keep pushing off 250 likes because it means a lot to me. And it's really awesome to see how much you guys support it. So thank you guys, and have a good night. Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, and we are back today again with Islandcraft, and I know I ended last part just now, and now I'm trying to add on to it again, because what ended up happening was after I lost some audio footage from the last time I recorded, I don't know if you guys remember, it was in the previous part before this one, but when I was recording that, I kind of messed up the audio footage for it, or my recording software did, and then I kind of ended up cutting the video short, because it was the only way I could fix it, and in the end, I guess, it ended up being like 6 minutes long, so I was like, hey, you know what, that's pretty fucking stupid, so I decided to come back here and refilm it for you guys. That way it's, I guess you could say it's a little bit more fair, because let's be honest here, I mean, you know, like 6-minute video is really kind of stupid. So I decided that it'd probably be better if I came back, edited on an extra 5 minutes or so, and that's where we are. So sorry if that was a little bit of an awkward outro in the middle of the video, but hopefully you guys can get over it. I'm sure you guys can. I don't think anyone's really that scarred from it. If you are that scarred from it, you can tell me all about it below in the comments section. No, please don't, because I'm going to get like 100 messages of people saying, like, Jerome, please, I'm scarred. That means you have to do Islandcraft for the next 37 years. And I'm like, no, please. I want to have a family by then. Alright, here we go. Actually, no. Funny enough, though, interesting topic. What about YouTube? Everyone always asks me, Jerome, do you see yourself doing YouTube in, like, the way future? I'm talking, like, in, like, 5-10 years. And to answer those questions, to be honest with you guys, yeah, I kind of do. And it's mostly because, if you think about it in the end, YouTube is just a hobby, and it doesn't matter what you're doing, you can always keep a hobby going. No matter how busy you are with your job, whatever it is, I probably, you know, obviously I won't be doing it as often as I do nowadays, like 3 to 5 videos a day, because hopefully by then I'll have a job, like, you know, a job besides YouTube, and, you know what I mean, I'll actually have some responsibilities to take care of, but in the meantime, though, there's no reason you can't get over the hobby. Even people that are 50 years old had hobbies, such as carpentry, maybe they're into. Perhaps they're into, I don't know, creating... I know some people... One guy I know, he actually creates motorcycles as a hobby. He's really awesome. He creates motorcycles. He's like 50 years old, but he creates motorcycles. Like, you know what I mean? He buys all the parts, puts them all together. The point is, people always find time for hobbies regardless. So you have to consider that. So people that are saying, like, oh, all these commentators won't be doing it in the next 5-10 years in the future, we will, because I don't really think of this so much as a job as a hobby. You know what I mean? This is something I do for fun in my spare time, and I just really enjoy doing it. So for me, it's kind of like, no matter how busy I am, maybe it'll go down to one video every 2 days, every 3 days, but there'll be no reason I'll have to quit no matter how busy I am, because there's always time to fit in for a hobby. Trust me, everyone does it. So that's my little spiel about it. Maybe some people feel differently. I know that there are some commentators that are, mostly the people that are just doing it for money are the ones that are saying, like, oh no, I won't do it again, and, you know, I won't do this in 5 years or 10 years, you know what I mean? It's pretty much done after, like, 2-3 years of this. I don't see myself doing it. I'm gonna have a real job. And it's like, no, I just feel like that's a really shitty attitude to have towards YouTube. Because if you're doing it for money, you're not gonna have fun, and it does reflect off on your subscribers. There are no people out there that... And put it this way, there's no one out there that can successfully hide the fact that they're doing it for money or if they're doing it for fun. Like, you guys know me, I'm doing it for fun. And if anyone ever challenges me, which I have had people challenge me before, I simply say, you know, I did this for 2 years before I started making money. And the crazy part about that was I started doing it before making money was even a possibility. So, like, I was back, I'm talking OG YouTube days. Like, this is when you couldn't partner a gaming channel. It was, I'm pretty sure people were afraid it was against the law back then. Like, this is pretty OG. Like, I'm talking, you know, like, I think probably about when Machinima came around is, I don't want to say that far back, but it was actually maybe it was maybe like a year after Machinima came around. So the idea of it was pretty foreign, I guess. And 1 second. Well, anyway, guys, as I was saying, sorry about that, but basically, so I've been doing YouTube for a very, very long time. I mean, you couldn't really go that much further back than when I started doing it. And the thing is that, what is it? That I always just did it for fun, and you know what I mean? Back then, people never really thought of it as a way to make money. People never thought you could make money from it in the first place, so that's where I came from. It's just kind of, it's very much so a good hobby of mine, and that's how I view YouTube, I guess. Most people would differ, but that's how I view it personally. Alrighty, so we're really building onto this house now. I need to burrow a hole through this wall. What I'm gonna do is well, actually first, you know, we can use this guy right here to speed this up. I'm gonna burrow a hole right through here, and it's not just gonna be like one doorway thing. I'm gonna probably make it pretty wide. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's gonna just be a little separation between rooms, but nothing too much more than that. So let's try and see if I was to build it like this. Yeah, I like that setup. Let's see. Hold on. Perfect, that broke. So let's see. Yeah, that actually doesn't look that bad. I have to destroy the dirt, obviously, on the outside, but other than that, though, it looks like it's coming along just fine. So let's break you. We'll put torch here, torch here. I'm just placing the torches for now. Obviously, they're going to be, you know, placed other places that actually look nice after this. But as for now, that's where we're going to have to put them. And now I can start destroying this dirt house. For once, I think I finally can say I pretty much have a wooden house, which is probably something I should have done a very long time ago, but I just never got around to doing it. So, there we go. So let's put that right there. Let's see. You know what? I can break the rest of this roof as well. There we go. So let's keep breaking this. My one problem, though, is that nether portal. I might just leave that on the indoor of my house, just because otherwise it's gonna be too out of the way to have to walk all the way outside to go to it, and just, I don't know, I think it's better off me leaving it where it is exactly. So there we go. Oopsies. Did not mean to break that one as much as I did. There we go. Let's make the frame of it. Now, one thing always when I'm building houses that I always fail at is just building the frame of it. For some reason, I don't have the architectural mind, you know what I mean? I can't just come in my head and say, this is what I want to build, this is how I want to build it. It doesn't work like that. So, hold on, I have to try and do this. So let's build this out here. Perfect. And we can just carve this out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to replace a lot of the locations and things. Like, we're not going to have a door in the living room or anything like that, because that would just look plain stupid. But, you know what I mean? For the most part, some of the stuff can stay where it is, just for now at least. And then I can, maybe next episode, I can actually start to shift it around, I guess, and maybe even start working on that second floor. So that's what we're probably going to spend the next episode doing. But let's see. We can also go right here then. Oh, geez, starting to drop little frames. Alrighty, so let's go and plant, hold on, right here. Perfect, not bad. Oh, the little outdoor arena's still there. That's pretty funny. Alright, so let's try and, I just want to try and get it so that it doesn't show through the other side, so that this is pretty much as closed off as it'll get. And oh, that's weird. It goes on the outside of it anyway. That is actually really creepy that the purple mist kind of seeps through there. Ah, well, nothing you can really do about that. Let's put this here then. How did that end up there? We gotta break you. There we go. And I think we're pretty much done here with this, little add-on to the house, I guess. Let me just make sure everything's okay. And, yep, just gotta... Wow, I dropped frames and ended up falling there. That is annoying. Alright, so let's build our way back up here. And then I think I'm going to call the video quits right here while I'm putting up the top frame. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe and check out my other content. Stay tuned for more in the future. And thank you guys once again. Let's try and get this one to 250 likes. Thanks, guys. Good night.